Today's gonna be an awesome day because I met with my friend Jacob, who spent 6 weeks doing a solo trip across the whole Europe, and he got from London to Bosnia.
And welcome to Bosnia. Oh yeah!
So today we're gonna meet in Epping, and he will tell me something that he didn't mention previously in his blogs. I arrived just in time to get some tea before Jacob comes. I know Jacob from the same Royal Enfield Interceptor club, and he's quite a cool guy. He's an actor, he's a photographer, he's a traveler.
How you doing, mate? You
Hey, I'm alright. How are you?
It's a nice location. I've never been to Enfield Forest before.
It is a nice location. You came here a few weeks ago. And yeah, it's the tea hut. Tea hut, make sure you bring cash if you're going to come. They don't take card. But yeah, good food, good coffee.
Lovely bike, but it's not the Royal Enfield.
This is the Kawasaki Ninja 500.
Would you prefer this over the Interceptor on your
Definitely
6
not.
weeks?
Where will I put my bags? That's the question. But no, I think the Interceptor was an ideal bike for Europe. But yeah, the gearbox is gone and the clutch is currently being replaced on it, so this coming week. It just had that issue in Austria of the gears kind of going haywire. Okay guys, we're having a slight problem with the bike actually, and it doesn't want to go into first gear right now. So that's not very fun. Lost first gear, lost second gear, lost neutral at times. It was very difficult to ride up mountains without first gear. And
it's really interesting because I never had any issue with the Interceptor.
I mean, everyone's saying the same thing. It seems to just be me at the moment. How many miles have you done on yours? Do you know?
6,000 miles.
Okay, yeah.
How about you?
10 now.
10.
How many nights did you spend in a hotel? How many nights did you spend camping?
Probably 7 nights in a hotel, I'd say.
Only
Total.
7 nights in
Airbnbs
6
and
weeks.
hotels, yeah. The rest was just camping.
You must love camping, dude.
I love saving money.
Alright, so we are in Epping Forest. We're right here. So there's another car park. Maybe we can get some nice pictures and...
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, perfect. Let's move on down there then.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Talking about the good memories now. What was the most memorable?
You know what, it sounds pretty simple, but the mountains, just the mountains, going around the Alps and Dolomites. Oh, guys, I'm on top of the fucking world. I've just ridden up Grimshill Pass. The weather is looking pretty choppy, but take a look at this. I've never been to the mountains, so that's a big part of the trip for me, really.
Is it as easy as it used to be? You just take your passport, you cross the border.
Most borders were okay, apart from Austria. They're quite strict there. But all you really need is your passport, your ownership documents, your insurance documents, and then you're pretty much good to go. That's all you really need, to be honest.
Do they ask you like where you go, how long you're gonna stay, where you're gonna sleep, or?
You know what? Not one place asked me that.
Okay.
Bosnia might have asked a few questions because it's outside the EU. Okay guys, that was the border. I just got my first stamp in my passport. And welcome to Bosnia. Oh yeah! But otherwise, no, it's absolutely fine. Austria drilled me quite hard, and the guy ran out saying, "Stop, stop, stop!" And then I had to stop, and he was not happy. Yeah, so that's the only one that I've been stopped at. Most you can just ride through, but that's the only one that he was sat there waiting and stopped me. France, Switzerland, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Austria, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium.
Oh my God, that's a long
10
list.
countries, yeah.
Who's got the best food?
You know what, it's funny, I think Slovenia... Now we're talking. I really need this right now. We had the best. I had a piece. I was so hungry. I'd just been up Mangart, which is a big mountain in Austria, and I came down. Hadn't eaten for like 6 hours. I was, you know, when you're hungry, you don't really care about anything apart from food. And I had a sausage and a bit of sauerkraut and some bread.
Okay.
And it was just really good.
Okay.
It's very simple but really good food. So yeah.
Did you get yourself in trouble? Have you met, I know, shady people?
You know what? I didn't actually.
You didn't?
I think being a male 6-foot traveller is probably...
Yeah, those boots.
These boots makes it a bit safer, obviously. But no, I didn't. I think there was not one time when I felt like I was in danger from other people. I mean, there were times when I was on the mountains in the Dolomites and I wasn't quite sure about the bears and the wolves.
Oh yeah.
And I asked people about that. And everyone's been like, it's fine, don't worry.
How about your vlog? Literally uploading almost every day.
Yeah, it's really tough, isn't it? I mean, obviously you do YouTube.
Yeah.
It's tough. I did it for myself. I think looking back, the first few, I mean, I've seen the evolution of vlogs. I've got people on there now saying I'm watching it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Freddie Dobbs is mentioning you. I've found your page and I want to watch the vlog. Good morning. Really quick check-in. I am off this morning to meet Max from Sunday Rides. We're going to have a catch-up, talk all things bikes and chat about the trip a little bit. And I've been back and watched some of the first ones and I'm like, that's terrible. What was I doing? And it got better and better as I went, but I think vlogging along the trip was great and also horrible, I think.
And what about the bike?
I'm gonna try and sell the Enfield and get myself an adventure or, you know, rally bike. Yeah, I need something which I can go and thrash on pretty much a motocross track, I think, because that's what I love.
Where do you ride those kind of bikes here in the UK, around London?
Yeah, not around London, that's for sure. Green lanes, otherwise known as like byways. Okay. There's quite a few when you go out into the Cotswolds. I know there's quite a few in the south and obviously more so in Wales and whatnot. And hopefully you can join me before winter comes. Hopefully you can join me for.
I think I know where we will go next time.
We'll get that in for sure for the next one. Sure. So yeah, we're gonna try and wrap it up, are we?
How do we wrap it up?
I don't know actually.
Stop recording and that's it.
Yeah, I think we need to, don't we?
Yeah,
that's the only way to wrap this one up without all the planning involved.
Bam.
Embracing solitude can be a transformative experience. To step out of the vacuum of that which is everyday life. To step away from the noise, to venture toward the unknown. To lose yourself in the vastness that is these long stretches of silence. It's often why we ride. It's just most folks don't get the opportunity to do it for 6 weeks at a time. There is the ever-shifting dance of perspective. The grand issues that were once overwhelming and significant become trivial. The moment to moment comes to the fore. The unfamiliar becomes familiar. The unknown slowly becomes the known. Travel comes with its own rhythms and the road its own. Each country, culture and the ever-shifting landscape brings with it its own tempo. Not to mention the weather, the ever-changing temperatures and the unpredictable storms. Give it a few days and the routine starts to fade. You empty out, slow down. And slowly, slowly the world's pulse syncs with your own. Then there is the ritual. It all becomes ritual. Where the simple act of making coffee transforms into that of a daily ceremony. Finding the perfect spot of ground, sourcing the water, lighting the stove, dosing the coffee. The eternal wait as the water comes to the boil. Finding that plastic cup in the bottom of one of your unorganized bags. The drinking, the washing, the drying, the cooling. Then the repacking. Each step carries intention. The rolling of a cigarette in the evening, the mental checklist of the pack each time you set off. These seemingly mindless activities demand time. They demand a slowing down, a presence, a stillness. The self-compassion and the constant reminder to let it all go, to accept, a tuning in, retreating from the noise just enough to hear that whisper from the gut. Only you know what is right for you. Follow it. The why stands firm as the constant reminder, a compass. Sometimes it asks, why the fuck am I here? The little voice of self-doubt of treading a little too far. Other times a small reminder of a dream fulfilled, an overwhelming rush of gratitude, a peace in the knowing. Returning to the why is a constant. To live, to embrace, to feel. Space and time reserved from the noise of that which is everyday life. Foregoing inside. I've learned that it's okay not to know, to be uncertain, and not to have a clear plan.